So, welcome everyone, far and wide. Today we have a match between the captain of the forest green and with the golden leaf bat. This is Chad, the martial artist Chad of all the styles. Chad martial artist. He is repping Aang. Is going to box out with Aang, and Forrest is going to be watering Seth. Let's see who can grow, and let's see who will get mowed down.
Alright, let's go for my first wink on then, since you made me go first. I'm going to argue BFR. So, Seth's critical art, it's basically he shoots out this tangent stream. So he fires off like this tornado of chi, and it traps you inside this this ball, so it's kind of like spatial minute. And then he basically composites like your body inside of it, and you're trapped in there. And he can also use it for offense, so he can cause the ball to detonate. And it's just this clip here. It's like 16 seconds, I think.
Okay. So you say so he's got to suck you into it first.
Yeah, like he throws it out, and then you get sucked into it.
He throws it out.
Yeah, like he.
All right. So All right. So I'd say is that like spirit energy that he's using?
Yeah, it's spiritual in nature, so it's like 3 layers. It's like affects your
Three layers.
Yeah, like mind, body, and soul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Chi in Street Fighter is spiritual in nature as well as mental.
Okay. I mean, so it is like part of his spirit energy though that he's using to make that ball.
Well, not his own spirit, but he's using spiritual energy.
Okay. So what's standard battle assumptions? Like 20 meters apart.
Is it 10 or 20?
20, I think.
It's 10 to 20 depending
10 to 20. I mean, do you want to just we can do 15?
Yeah, we can do 15. I don't mind.
Yeah. All right. So is he gonna throw this at you first?
Yeah, I can get you another scan of it, going full, kind of more further.
What's the range on that?
A range. Damn it, it's kind of hard to quantify, but it does go a good few meters, I would say. But it is as you can see, it's like a giant vacuum.
Yeah. Okay. So I'd say because that's definitely not 15 meters.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
covering. Yeah. So I mean, I think the initial effects of it sucking Aang in, because does he throw the ball at you as well to try and suck you in?
Yeah, he throws this tornado kind of ball, gravity minute. So he throws it at you and then encases you.
And you say it's spiritual, yeah?
Yeah, 3 layers.
Okay, so I'd say 3 layers of spiritual energy.
No, not spiritual energy. When I mean 3 layers, multi-layered, mind, spirit, and body.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
I mean, all right. So I'd just say that hold on, where this guns at. So Aang can affect spirits and shit. Verbatim state to be spirits. Where did I put the scans? Oh, there they are. Okay, yeah. So I'd say he'd shoot through the attack.
You'd shoot through the attack with what?
Yeah, with Okay, so you can enter this thing called the Avatar state.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gives you control over where it gives him the knowledge and experience of all of his past lives, but it also gives him complete mastery of all the elements as well. So the standard elements, of course, would be earth, fire, water, and air.
Yeah.
So I'd say this is the scan of him not shooting for the spirit. Hold on, let me get the one to solidify that he actually does.
Okay.
Shoot through it.
Is this to counteract the basically the vacuum essentially?
Well,
the blast that I'm trying
Okay, so the initial effect from that second video is I don't know, it's weird. All right, so hold on, let me look at both of the videos.
Yeah, look at both of them. Yeah, just to get an understanding.
So the second one is he pushes Bison back and then sucks him into a vortex.
Yeah.
But the first one looks like he makes the ball and then throws it at the person.
Yeah, so we can do it like basically like different ways.
Okay. So like, which one? Which one do you want to use? Like,
Yeah,
which one are you gonna?
I'd say like the second clip, like that version, the one with like the vacuum, like the tornado shit.
All right. Well, I'll just say Aang would just be out of range then, because it's not.
Yeah. All
Well, you
right.
can't quantify the distance,
All
and it's
right.
definitely not 15 meters. So
Okay. Let me think this one through.
so Aang would
Yeah, it wouldn't. Yeah, that's too far away.
plus like
I mean,
Aang.
I could. What was you gonna say?
All right. So you know, if I like swung my arms in the air,
Yeah.
yeah. Would you count that as like not like air manipulation, but like would you say that would like disrupt the wind current kind of thing?
Oh, like
You
kind of
know, would it?
like kind of like deflect it or something, like disrupt,
Well,
like
it would like
like
my hand going somewhere in the air would like because you can like if you like shake your hand in the air, it's going to create wind
yeah.
or like a breeze. Yeah, so it's like disrupting the wind current kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Aang can like detect changes in the wind current. So I'd say like any movement of the body. And bear in mind, we did say no precog.
Yeah.
And I did look it up beforehand. This isn't precog; it's enhanced sight.
That's fine.
All right, so hold on, let me get these scans of him being able to do this. All right, so basically, there's this dude called like Combustion Man in this series. Oh, hold on, let me see if I can get. Let me timestamp it properly for you first. Okay, yeah. If you just click on the video, it should go straight to the time. But basically, he uses like firebending, but with his mind. And in this like specific instance, when he does it, he like inhales through his nostrils before he does it. And Aang like they're like a pretty big distance away, to be fair. And Aang's like able to like detect the change in the wind as he's like inhaling.
Yeah, I'll check that.
So like
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
any like attack that involves a change in like
Yeah, like
you gotta physically move your body or anything, I'd say that Aang will just be able to like detect that before it happens.
okay. So like, yeah, I feel you.
So obviously you've already accepted like that's too big of a distance. Aang's too big of a distance away for that attack to work.
Okay.
So like, do you have another wink on?
I could add on to it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Teleportation.
Okay.
So like, just to amend what I was saying, like I could just teleport behind Aang and then like perform it. I can drop you a scan of like teleportation if you'd like.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Let me just quickly get that for you.
Debate is fiending in my DMs. Like, oh, I heard you debate with Aang now. Oh,
Oh,
keep
yeah.
that in mind.
Okay. I think this is the right clip.
Okay.
Should be like just a couple seconds in, just to show you what like the teleportation, that he can do teleportation because he copied it from like Dulcim, who can do the Yuga teleport, and he can teleport like good like far distances.
Okay, so with the teleportation, I would say it's just Aang's got a similar thing, but it's called seismic sense. And like it's similar to like the air, the detection of the air currents, but it's like detection of anything, the like manipulate movements in the ground and shit. Let me get the scan. So like he's able to detect any movements on the ground in that GIF. This is how he's dodging the attacks because obviously, in Avatar, all the styles are based off styles of Chinese kung fu.
Yeah.
So they require like body movements. And he's able to detect any of Toph's, which is the other earthbender, her body movements, which is how he's dodging the earthbending. So I'd say like, and obviously in that scan that you sent, when Seth does teleport,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's like, and like he does drop to the ground. And like I think that would that's all it would take for Aang to detect him, and then he just like hold on, let me get this scan real quick. Where is it? Yeah, he'd encase Seth in stone before he could like do the movements.
I could argue levitation. Like by the time he teleports, Seth can levitate.
But he wouldn't know that like Aang can detect it. He'd know that. Well, sorry, no, he wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't know because obviously standard battle assumptions is like no knowledge on each other.
All right, fair enough. I see. So wait, what's this thing that Aang does?
Which scan?
Is it like, does he ensnare you in this rock trap?
Well, yeah. Well, he can like use it in like various ways.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. So like he can just like trap the guy as a whole, or he can hold on, where is it? Trap him as a whole, or yeah, I'll just go with that. I'll just go with that initial scan anyway. Yeah, he just like raises the earth.
Well,
and
Seth would just break out of it.
his body.
Well, Seth would break out of it with Mad Cradle. I can show you that.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a GIF, so I hope it works. Oh, why is it not saving it? All right. I'll try again. Is it working for you now? Does it show like the GIF of him like?
The link's there. I'll just click on it. And see.
Yeah. So he can basically like surround his whole body with like chi, and turn it into like kind of like, you know, like a food blender.
Yeah.
And the Mad Cradle, he basically like creates this like whirlwind around him, so he could like rip you to shreds with his chi. So he just ripped the rock to shreds.
Okay. I mean that's fine. So that counts as like, you know, him being encased in stone. But like, you know, how does that help? You know, in the overall scope of things, like what would it do to Aang? Like,
Well,
obviously he just like, you know, he's just used the attack and got out. And obviously he jumps in the air. So as soon as he lands, any other like Aang's gonna like know this, and he's just gonna just do it again.
I mean, I could just argue, just throw a vacuum in the air. He could just BFR you by doing it. Like he could, because he can levitate in the air as well. Because obviously by the time you've done that, like he'd naturally, you'd like, assuming obviously like it, like say for example, if you was to get like ensnared into something, you wouldn't like want to be in the same situation again. So I just argue like Seth would just be in the air, like levitating, and I can like get you a scan of him levitating and shit.
But can you like, because you're arguing he's gonna break out of it, yeah?
Yeah, and then I'm like, sorry, go ahead.
And I'm like saying, like, you know, once he's done that, he has to land again.
Yeah, but he can levitate like in the air as well, so he doesn't need to touch the floor, which is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, like I can get you. Yeah, hang on, just a sec. I'm trying. We'll just find you that clip. Yeah, like here we go. I'm using my phone, so I don't think I can do the thing you told me about. How I could like clip it.
Oh,
in terms
yeah,
of,
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so like,
yeah, it's a YouTube video. Just drop the timestamp.
Yeah, just like watch like just a couple seconds after like the timestamp.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see Seth levitating.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Can you like show me him like in character, like using, because he just looks like he's talking there. He's not
Yeah.
using it for any offensive purposes. Can you
Um,
like show me
I mean,
him attacking with it, like while him like that high, like
yeah.
suspended in the air like that?
I can try and find you stuff, but I do have a quick question. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be enough to suggest he would use the levitation? Because he was gonna fight this dude as well. Like, actually, he fights
He-
Hakan as well. In that rival thing, in that rival segment.
I mean, he doesn't fight him while in the air, but I mean, yeah, I'll accept it. I'd say like you could just, I'll just,
But I can, yeah,
obviously that other dude has no way of fighting him in the air. So yeah, I'll just accept that he came down, as a way of, common courtesy kind of thing.
yeah.
I mean, so what you argue now that you make a vacuum
Yeah, like
when he's
yeah,
suspended in the air?
yeah, it still perform like the BFR,
Hold on, give me a sec.
and like I would be close enough to you in this situation.
Okay, so I'd argue that Aang would just burrow into the earth, so to avoid the attack. It's in that same GIF actually. I'll post it again.
Yeah, I'll look at the GIF again.
Okay, all right. It's pretty like if it's not in there, I can just get the actual thing.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is. Like he
If-
dodges like an attack that's in like midair.
Mhm.
Or like just like burrowing into the ground.
All right. Yeah, it's loading for me. I'm just gonna watch it real quick.
Alright. Also, Aang can like inherently detect spirit energy,
Mhm.
so he'd like know when the attack has like dissipated and when it's still there, so he'd know when to come back up. Hold on, let me get that scan.
Let me have a look at
Have
it.
you seen it?
Oh, with like the whole spirit, like sensing spirits and shit. Like,
No, the burrowing thing.
Oh,
like, he
oh.
burrows into-
yeah, I watched that clip. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that the second scan where like he detects spirits. That wolf in the scan is like a spirit wolf.
Like a
Pretty
spirit.
much. And he does that in the scan. And like no one else can see it. Like Zuko, Sokka, and Katara can't see it.
But he could.
And Aang's like, "Whoa, did you?" This is what he verbatim says. He says, "Whoa, did you guys see that giant wolf spirit? I think that's the presence I'm feeling." So like he can like inherently detect spirits, so he know when that attack is dissipated or not.
Wait, a quick question. So when he burrows underground, there's like a passage left open, right?
Well, like to. What do you mean, like like when the entrance passage kind of thing?
Yeah, like you know how like in Pokemon when you use dig, there's still like a hole open, right?
Oh, I don't think so. Hold on. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, so I just argue he just suck you out.
Right, so I'd say like, all right, so when like he's being like, someone's being actually being sucked in, because
Yeah.
you said it's like,
Yeah, like it's like a vac. You know how like if you put a vacuum in a pipe hole, it's gonna suck him out.
Yeah.
That's what's basically gonna happen.
okay, so he could fight against it if he can fly theoretically.
Oh, could you like explain for me, please?
So what kind of okay, so if is this a good analogy? I mean, I'll say it anyway. So if you were to like put a like a baby bull shark in like a pool, yeah,
Mhm.
and you empty the pool and the all right, in Finding Nemo, have you watched that?
I haven't.
Haven't watched it. Okay,
No.
so he gets put in a fish tank, and like he like goes into like it gets too close to the filter,
Mhm.
and the filter's like sucking the water out. So that's using a vacuum to suck the water out and like filter it basically.
So he's trying to
But
resist.
he's still resisting it. but obviously the filter's too strong. So I'm saying like, if Aang could fly, he could inherently resist.
What like if Aang could fly, he would just.
Yeah.
I mean like. This is weird. Because like it is like equal stats, so like I would argue I'd still like get the suction.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Yeah.
like he'd just like resist it completely. Like,
Yeah,
he'd just
like-
neg it. I'm
yeah.
saying like he'd still have to fight against it.
Yeah, he'd attempt. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, he'd attempt to
Yeah,
like
okay.
yeah, but like
So I'd say
yeah.
he. Oh, go on. No, carry on.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying like ultimately like I would in the end like get you in it.
All right. So so I'd say like he'd enter the avatar state.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as he's you know, like as he's trying, as he's being sucked in, and hold up. Yeah, and like he can like inherently just because like he manipulates the wind around him in the avatar state like passively, so he can like fly. And I just say like he just as he's like fighting against, he just like blasts through your character. Oh, sorry, no, the attack, not or
Oh
the
yeah,
attack.
yeah, like kind of ward it away.
Yeah,
blast
because
through
like
it.
yeah, because did you see the scans where like he blasts through that spirit?
Yeah, let me just look at that real quick. I'll scroll up. Don't
I'll
worry.
okay.
Yeah. This is that like golem thing that's getting like shot.
Yeah.
With, like wind.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's shooting like a wind blast like right at me. Yeah.
It'd be like a mix of the elements pretty much. Because like in that like when like Aang's like pretty much the only avatar to like pretty much do this every time he ever enters the avatar state on screen. He like makes a sphere around him with like all the elements. This is obviously only like a proper battle scenario.
Yeah.
So he makes like an orb of wind, a ring of fire and water, and then like he has like shards of earth like orbiting him.
Okay.
It's pretty much just like what's in that scan there.
Yeah. All right. My counter to that then. So if you like throw that elemental blast at me, I'll just use Aegis Reflector and bounce it back at you. I'll show you a scan, and I'll get you a clip as well. So like Urian can create this electric like shield, and basically anything that touches it, it's like kind of like attack reflection. So he bounces back like projectiles and shit. I can get you a clip like of like the Aegis Reflector, so like give you more showing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just a second. I found the clip. Let me just post it. So yeah, at the 24:32 mark, I'll post the timestamp number. Yeah, 24:32.
24:32. Okay.
Like as you can see, like his metallic sphere in that mirror match, like it bounced off the shield, and I can get you some more. Like I can get you some statements as well.
I mean, yeah, if you want to get a statement, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I mean, like he's not like.
And like, sorry, what were you saying?
So he just like summons the mirror to redirect the attack.
Yeah.
I mean,
and like
Aang just the whole shtick of the Avatar is like he has complete mastery of all four elements.
Yeah, it still reflect because
I'm not saying it wouldn't, but I'm saying like as it's coming back, Aang would just redirect it. Like he would just like focus. I could show you him like, hold on, let me get it. Because obviously that's not. I mean, can you show me
like
him like manipulating this barrier rather than just like statically, like it's being summoned statically?
Yeah. It's in that clip. Like you can like, Urian can just like he summons it like just like that. Like I can show you a timestamp. Hang on. I think it's 23:55. Like how like just to give you more context on how he activates the Aegis Reflector. Yeah, so like watch up to like watch up to like 23:55 to like 23:50 8, I think, or 2359. It's one of those. Like, as you can see, like, Urian just immediately activates the Aegis mirror.
No, I don't mean like activation. I mean like, okay. So what I'm going to say is like when the attack deflects and comes back at Aang, because you know, this isn't like attack redirection. Like this dude can take a hold of the attack and manipulate where it goes. It's just going to like redirect back at Aang. Yeah, am I right saying that?
Yeah. Like it bounces back to you. It's like a mirror.
So Aang would just, he inherently has control. Especially because I'm arguing he's in the Avatar state now, so he has the mastery over all 4 elements. So he'd still be able to manipulate that attack as it's coming back at him.
Well, I can spam multiple mirrors. I can drop you some more scans.
Yeah.
So like Urian can just casually himself. He can spam like shit ton of these mirrors. He did it to see Viper when she was snooping. Oh, wrong bloody chat. I clicked on the wrong thing. Ugh, zone.
But
there we go.
What I'm also asking is like,
yeah, let me just.
So when he summons them, actually, just let me look at this scan first.
Yeah, like as you can see, Urian's just summoning a fuck ton of those mirrors.
Okay, so it's like, all right, obviously, correct me if I'm wrong. Would it, in this case, like, because they look like he just summons them, and they're like static. Or can he like move them around?
Yeah, like they move towards you.
Like they move to towards the attack.
Like when he performs the Aegis Reflector, the mirror like pushes forward.
Oh no, I mean like, all right. So when this attack comes back at Aang,
yeah,
he's gonna redirect it to like go under the mirror or around.
Well, I could wait. So like like redirection of the attack.
Yeah, like he can manipulate the attack to go around.
I'd argue a psychic barrier then.
Okay, you go ahead and drop.
Yeah,
like, I mean, I'll drop you the scan for him, like manipulating the attack in like such a way, anyway.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
All right, go to this. Fucking hell, Ozo's facing this. Oh my god. All right, go to about 40 seconds in this clip.
Yeah, let me just.
You're better off just clicking the link and looking at because you can like choose what time frame to go to.
Alright, cool. Let me just get you that scan of the psychic barrier. And plus, like, I can also like manipulate with like I can have the shield up close to me as well, like kind of like hugging me in a sense. Not like completely hugging me, but like but like that's just to add on more context. But yeah, I'll drop you the the psychic barrier real quick. Just have to. Yeah, that's the psychic barrier.
Okay, is that like omnidirect? Like, is that like Aang's air sphere? Like, it covers the entire body.
Yeah, like area of effect. So like it's like kind of like a key barrier basically. So it pushes you out and pushes objects out, and it can also stop them in place.
Is that made out of the same energy?
Yeah, like
when I argued earlier, like it would go through. Wait, does that deflect attacks as well? That barrier?
Yeah, I can get you.
Does it?
Yeah, I can get you some scans.
Can you get me a scan of it?
Yeah.
Please?
And it can also like encase, like stop them in motion, like stop the movement. I'll drop you a clip so you can see it. Like, just a sec. And the timestamp is 32 seconds into the video. Like when these ninjas try to like get the drop on Bison just pushes out the psycho barrier and traps them in place.
Where was it? Sorry, 30.
Yeah, 32 seconds in.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Can you show me like Seth doing this?
Yeah, I can show you Seth how he can use psycho power, and he can definitely copy. Like he's copied like multiple abilities from people. I could drop you scans, but I can name a few. Like he's copied. Like he has like great chi manipulation, and he can also construct weapons. He's copied Ryu's Hadouken. He's copied Ken's Shoryuken. He's used his fire manipulation through Chi. He's copied like Volk's like staff, where she like fires psycho energy from it. But I can get you I can get you the clip and give you the timestamps
of him doing this, like the specific.
Not specifically, but but like I'm arguing he can definitely do it. But yeah, like I'll explain that as I drop it, and I'll show you just a sec. Right. Here's the clip, but let me get you the timestamp. So 5:55. Just watch onwards, just a little bit. Like that's Volk's power he copies with the staff and how he can manipulate the psycho energy. He also copied Ed's like psycho upper, which is also like psycho infused energy, which is negative like ki, and he was able to perform this move. So like this is like, I'm just using this as supporting evidence that Seth can manipulate psycho energy and he would perform a barrier.
I mean, like, do you have like I don't want to seem like a dick.
Yeah, I feel you.
Do you have any like, because all right, Kakashi from like Naruto, you know, he's like copied like thousands of jutsus. This is obviously an analogy.
Yeah.
But like it doesn't mean like it doesn't mean like he knows like a specific jutsu. You know what I mean?
I understand where you're coming from. I mean, we can leave that part to the judges, because I feel as if I've proven that Seth would definitely have the knowledge and the abilities, like he's through the clip I've given, and all like the abilities he's copied from different characters and definitely utilizing it in his own way.
I mean, have you got one of him copying Bison's moves?
Yeah. Let me just, because like, basically like he's copied like Bison's like double knee press. He's copied, but like basically like what I'm mainly proving to you is that Seth can use psycho power. Basically, he can generate it. So he used the psychic energy to stop that. That's what I'm basically arguing.
Okay. And obviously, look, what I'll just bring up the Naruto analogy of like, Kakashi can like manipulate chakra.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean like he can perform like specific like techniques. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
But I'm happy to leave that to the judges.
Yeah, we just leave that part.
Yeah. Okay. So
Damn.
I'm not alright. I'm not gonna. It's like the oh god. This is more or less kind of like a Hulk situation again, where
like you just want me to give you. He's just got one like main shtick. Is
yeah,
that,
because well, no, you can like use forms of, like all four like, main elements. You know, in, like water, earth, fire, and wind.
Mm-hmm.
You can also manipulate energy as well. But that's like a specific condition, like inverse, kind of like he can like restrict someone's spending or take it away.
Yeah.
So also I'm like, so yeah, it's pretty much like offensive attacks. Like I'm trying to think of something. This might just be like obviously not debate wise, but matchup wise, you know, what we've presented so far, it might be like a stalemate, because I feel like Seth has a superior versatility and skills and, like, you know, moveset kind of thing.
Yeah.
But Aang can counter that. If you get what I'm saying.
I understand.
But not to the point where, like, you know, he can win.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have any more. If you have any more win cons, that's fine. But I myself
have no more win cons. I see. Let's see what I got then. I don't think I have many. Well, nah. I think that's it. I ain't got nothing left. Not that would anything that'd be too helpful.
Okay.
Well, want to go judges then?
Yeah, we can go judges. I don't mind.
All right, cool. I'll mute.
Oh,
Okay.
who's judging? I'll say yes. Go on.
Are you guys gonna go to conclusions or you just judge?
I mean, it's like more or less a stalemate at this point. So I don't really. I mean, if Forrest wants to make a conclusion, he can. And then I'll follow suit. But I don't personally see any.
No, just
viewing.
continue.
All right. So I guess I'll go first. So yes, let me get my stuff I wrote down during debate. Okay, so overall, this debate was actually really good. You guys were pretty much swapping hands like during this whole debate. So now for the first point about the whole BFRing, I know that you did agree that that he would be too far, but you also said he could teleport. But then that's when Chad came in and saying he'll be able to burrow down, and then you basically just asked is there an opening that he can do so you can able to suck him out. So for now, and then you guys just went back and forth with the whole being able to trap him with the earth, and then the whole levitation thing, be able to detect spiritual energy, and like I do feel like this was a stalemate, but I'm gonna give the edge to Forrest. I'm gonna give the edge to Forrest with very high difficulty, because I do agree that with Forrest's point to be able to reflect the attack. I do feel like he convinced me on that. So I'm gonna give this to Forrest with very high difficulty.
Anyone else, Drew?
All right, I'll go next. Did y'all hear me make any did I disturb y'all through the debate?
No, you were muted.
Oh, okay. I'll go second. So yeah, damn, I agree with Luke and basically a lot of what he said. But now there is a point I wanted to go over myself. So basically, for the most part, I do agree. Although I'll give my judgment on the winner in a sec. But there's a specific point. May not be a big point, but for me, I feel like Chad did point out on the levitation part when I looked at the clip. When he first appeared in the fight, he was levitating, but that dude's come on down here and scrap with me. So it's in character in a way, Seth would go back down, would have go back down and fight him in a way. So I did want to point that out. Chad had a good point on that, but man, going back and forth on first the whole range thing, Chad did a damn good job pointing that out. But Forrest added on, he definitely added on, and they started swapping hands again. And there was a point, the other point too I wanted to bring up was one I may go 50-50 on, but it was Forrest was doing his best. He was definitely pointing out ways and a consistent route to try and make his point on why Seth should logically be able to do something. And I do definitely get where he's coming from, but also Chad made another point with Kakashi, where he does have literal chakra and he's copied thousands upon thousands of jutsu, and maybe he could form something another character can, but it's just this, and he has the application, he has the certain qualities to do this thing, right? He's even Chad imply that, but it's just comes down to he's not exactly done it per se. So while at the same time I can be convinced on both sides with that, that's why I would have to go 50-50 on that one. But overall, the whole majority of the debate, I'd say more or less for me either a 50-50 or just a full-on stalemate. I could definitely be persuaded either side, so I got to go 50-50 more likely, if not stalemate. So yeah, that's my judgment.
My judgment is it's a mix between Corrin and Luctum's one, but I have how you both countered each other back and forth on the black hole point and the teleportation and force fields. But I kind of agree with Corrin that this was a sort of a 50-50 of how they kept countering each other, and just they're gonna keep on going and going until it just walks out. So I say probably a draw.
All right. So that's 3 judges. Is that fine with y'all?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. Is Forrest, you alright with that?
I don't mind it. Does anyone else want to judge, or is that it?
Well, if not, the conclusion is 2 50-50 / maybe stalemate, and then one slightly edged out with Forrest. So I guess Forrest like technically took the win here.
Hold up.
Going off the one who edged
with
out
high
with him.
difficulty,
Yeah,
very
fucking-
high
yeah.
difficulty,
Alright.
like barely edged out.
I mean, listen, if you're not in the recording here, that's fine, but I have a problem with it. And I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound salty or anything, but I think, all right, had it been like, the point that we left up to the judges, where the whole can Seth perform that, I would have been fine with that. But I did counter that specific point that looked to put up, unless he's talking about. All right, you tell me what part you were talking about, where you said like attack reflection. Because if you're talking about the whole summoning those those mirror-esque barriers, is that what you were on about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did counter that with the whole because Seth just reflects the attack, it just bounces off. He doesn't have inherent control over it. That Aang would, and because obviously the whole shtick of Avatar, or with the Avatar, sorry, is that he can control the elements, and I did pretty much verbatim say this. So, he would just control it again. And obviously, yeah, Forrest brought up the multiple barriers thing. But then it would just go back to the point. It would just pretty much just be a back and forth. Then when Aang would just be trying to find, a different route, kind of.
Because I
You know
did
what I'm saying?
overlook it.
Okay.
I did overlooked it. So, like I'm saying, that's my bad. So I would put this at 50-50 then.
Okay. I mean, that was the only problem. Had it been just the other point of, my analogy of Kakashi and that, I would have been fine with that because, that whole argument from Forrest, we agreed to go to the judges, and then therefore, by inherently would be like the judges' interpretation, like how, Corin perceived it as a stalemate kind of thing.
I could be persuaded either way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
to your point,
just
I
gonna
did
put this at
specifically counter, so that's the only problem. That's the only reason I had a problem with it.
Yeah, you did counter. Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm sorry, but if I did overlooked it, but I'm gonna put this in at 50-50 then. So
yeah, that's fine.
Because I don't want to be. Because I don't want to. I'm not gonna be that type of person. Yeah, it's like if I did overlooked it, that's on my bad, and I'll just say it's 50-50. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, because
All right, that's really nice, dude. Really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I just appreciate you not be like, no, my verdict's final. You actually, heard me out and shit.
Also,
Yeah, man, that's really mature. So I guess you want to end the recording there as a stalemate then.